So, coming to you from Community of Peace here in Louisa, Virginia, I would like to tell you a little story. This is the Advent season, and we thought it would be good to start the Advent season with a little story called The Story of the Four Grumpy Monks. Here it comes. Once upon a time, there were four monks who were living in a monastery for a long time. Most of the monks had died, but these four monks remained. They were quite old, and they began to complain about their lives. People were not visiting them anymore. Brother John was just leaving his socks on the floor. Brother Andrew would not clean up well in the kitchen, and so on and so forth. They were complaining and became grumpy, these monks. So, one day, a wise old sage in the village heard about the four grumpy monks and decided to have some fun. He visited the four grumpy monks and realized that yes, indeed, they had become grumpy. And no one wanted to visit grumpy monks. So he said, I have a plan. So he put his plan into action. He took each monk aside and told them something profound. And this is what he said. To the first monk, he said, listen closely. One of you is the Messiah. The old monk said, what? Could you say that again? I'm a little hard of hearing. One of you is the Messiah. And to that, the old grumpy monk smiled and said, ha ha ha, right. He took the second monk aside and he said the exact same thing. One of you is the Messiah. The second monk was astounded. The third monk he took aside. One of you is the Messiah. And the fourth monk, one of you is the Messiah. And then he left. He left the monastery. What happened next was that the four grumpy monks began to think about what was said. And they thought, maybe he's right. You know, Brother Charles can be nice at times. Maybe one of us is the Messiah. And so what happened was they began to treat each other with respect, with reverence, even love and affection. And they stopped being grumpy most of the time. People in the village heard about them, these formerly grumpy monks who were now relatively happy, and they began to visit. More and more people began to visit, and pretty soon novices came. People wanted to join the formerly grumpy monks who were now relatively happy. And before you know it, the monastery grew and grew and became full of monks, relatively happy monks. And the villagers came in, and it was a party. The story is a true story. It's the story of Advent. It's the story of a world in need of good news. The good news of a Messiah that may be one of us. That's the story. I hope you enjoyed it. And Dennis, who's here filming, has reminded me to say something which I've forgotten to say. Oh, if you like this video, then be sure to thumbs up, like it, and even subscribe to our YouTube channel. And he's making strange hand motions right here. I don't know what he means.
Write a comment.
Ah, write a comment, he says. Thank you, Dennis. Thank you for listening. Thank you. God bless. Good night.